Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and I'm pleased to announce this latest pickup right here. Yes, that's right, Doom. It's been a long time coming. No, as a matter of fact, it's been more than just a long time coming. We're talking about 12 years here of not having a sequel to this. I mean, unless you want to count Resurrection of Evil, which came out in like 2005. Yeah, it's been 12 long years of not having Doom. And I have done a couple of videos on this in the past where I've talked about games that get countless sequels. Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, Battlefield. There are sequels to these games every single fucking year. And it is tiresome already. It really is. We get more sequels to games that have had sequels already for every year coming for quite some time now. And it really begs the question of why certain games get it and other games don't get certain attention. And that's just basically, it's based on the developer and the publisher pushing the developer and all sorts of things like that. It's all about money hungry and greed and just basically the old quantity over quality debate, or the quality over quantity, whichever way you want to look at it. As far as it goes, and Bethesda, I have to say that this is a matter. I haven't played the game yet. Obviously, you still see it's in the packaging, but it is probably a matter of quality over quantity. As we know, this is the fourth Doom game, the fourth full Doom game, and that really says something about it as a whole. So Doom came out in 1993, right? So Doom as a game has been on the market for well over 2 decades now. And the fact that they only have 4 games really shows that if they don't have the creative material and the resources necessary to make a great game, they don't make it. And if you've also noticed, all these other companies, they make a game such as Call of Duty, and they're all identical to the last one. It's basically like Madden. And it's basically why I haven't bought a WWE title since WWE 13, because they're all the same. All these games, they feel like familiar territory, and it's like I've liked Assassin's Creed games. I've liked the second one. I did not like the first, but the second one was a great improvement. But then as we went on, we really just noticed that we were pretty much getting the same game with a new fresh coat of paint, some new characters, some new scenarios. But it got also tiresome is because it just became way too often. And the things I know, certain games we kind of ask ourselves, I wish they wouldn't take so long, like, with Doom for 12 years. But I'd rather they take their time. I'd rather that I have to wait, years out of my life to play a certain title. And, it's the thing about the satisfaction of waiting for it for so long. Just like certain goals in life, if you obtain them right away, you don't really get as much out of them if you're just handed them. So when we get a game like this, we truly appreciate that we had to wait for the quality to come. That they weren't going to go the route of just giving us a half-assed game just so they could have more games out in the market to profit off of them. Because that's pretty much all it is. They know with Call of Duty, and we're even seeing backlash from fans. Now, you've got the die-hard fanboys, but I've noticed, when I made the videos on this channel dissing Call of Duty and my next gen, and I made a prediction. I said next gen is going to be oversaturated with a bunch of Call of Duty games, and you're damn right that I was correct about that. That is exactly what happened. We got a fucking truckload of those games, and they oversaturated the market like never before. There was always a new game every single year, and they're getting backlash from it now. especially in that because they're remastering one of the old Call of Duty games. I believe it's Modern Warfare 2, if I'm not mistaken. And in order to obtain that title, you need to buy the new game that's coming out, and it's like $80, and people are giving them hell over it. They're giving Activision fucking hell over it. They do not want this. And it's just greed. And we're also seeing another situation where quality and quantity also comes in terms of not just how many games there are in this series, but also how they're handled. We saw that with Star Wars Battlefront. Now, I haven't done a first impressions video of this, but I played this through a friend, played it at a friend's house, and warned me just that pretty much all the reviews were pretty accurate about this game. And pretty accurate, like with guys like Angry Joe, some, popular YouTubers have said about the game. And it's pretty much true. This is a bare bones title. It was EA, and we all know about Electronic Arts, a very, very greedy, disgusting company that, used to be in the market for making great games, but is no longer interested in doing that. Instead, they have become buying up certain properties and turning them into cash cows and nothing but. With that, we got a classic series of Battlefront, a series that was pretty revolutionary, and it was going to be even more revolutionary if you check out the history of games like Battlefront 3. If we got Battlefront 3, that game, without a doubt, would have changed the industry and how people play multiplayer online games. It was ready to really take over the market and really, kind of make certain games like Call of Duty and Battlefield look pretty dull in comparison, look pretty lacking. But we didn't get that. Instead, EA took it over and basically just turned it into a normal Battlefield Call of Duty with Star Wars skins and Star Wars environments. Very bare bones. Barely felt it looked Star Wars, without a doubt. Great graphics, but that was a game that truly showed that shiny graphics and just having a big time publisher in your corner is just not enough. It was a lacking game, a game that lacked so much. It had zero charm beyond its its polished look, and it just kind of showed that they were just out for cash, nothing but that. So it's the reason that's kind of like I really thought about it. When I opened this up in the mail and I finally saw it, these thoughts ran through my head and I had to share that. I've waited for this moment for a long time to play this game, and it was well worth the wait because, as I said, id and Bethesda, they really took their time with this game. More specifically, id, they got Bethesda in their corner here. And I have to say that I'm pretty pleased that they finally came out with this game. I mean, it was kind of like one of those games where I didn't think it would see the light of day, such as Knights of the Old Republic, or Republic Commando, or a lot of these other games that were rumored to happen but would never happen. And those are best-selling games, and we never got sequels to them. And that's the thing, guys. I've said this time and time again. There's games that should get sequels. I'm not saying that Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty don't deserve to get sequels. I'm not saying that they're bad, horrible games, but they're basically putting out games that mirror each other, and they really have no reason to have sequels to these games when they're pretty much the same game, as I said, with a new, fresh coat of paint. I just want you guys to think about that for a minute. I know there's a lot of Call of Duty fans. I'm sure I'm going to be pissing a lot of them off, but based on what I've seen here on YouTube and people's response, they've been more open to it. They see, it only took like 28, 29 games for people to get the picture of, what Activision was trying to do, to gamers, that they were just trying to take advantage, and they wanted to see how far they could keep peddling the same game and people would keep on biting, and it looks like, using the same bait worked for a very long time, probably an even longer time than it really should have. People should have really woken up to this a long time ago, but it took a lot of time for people to realize that basically getting fucked over by the gaming companies here. Anyway, guys, you enjoy Doom. I hope you guys do too, and if you got this game, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be like, Call of Duty is so much better, and if that is the case, then yes, I mean, I'm not making a video here to say that Doom is superior to any other title. I'm just kind of using it as an example of a game that has not oversaturated the market. There are not 20 different Doom games as there are Call of Duty games. There's not 37 Assassin's Creed games. It's not that way. It's not like there has to be one every single year, and it has a huge, massive fan base. People are calling bullshit when I said that I hope that Doom outsells some of those games, and people were saying no, I'm wrong about that. But I hope it does happen. Anyway, guys, catch you next time.